Hello, welcome to Lesson 5 of Code.org's Unit 3. Today we're going to be discussing variables, and technically speaking, all a variable is a container. Think about a jar that you have in your pantry or your refrigerator. Technically, whatever you have in that, you can dump out and put something in new. Well, what if you had a container that held a number? It could be anything you wanted. Well, that's what a variable is. It's a placeholder for a piece of information that can change. So I'm going to show you what that means a little bit. So in part 2, there's a video here. What variables are used to do, how to create a variable and assign it a value, and what can go into a variable. I highly recommend watching this video. It's very short, but also you should probably follow along here. I'm going to look at number 7 here. If you want, you don't have to do this, but it may help you when you start working on this lesson. Just review it. So when you create a variable, you first give it a name. So variable is size. So now size, S-I-Z-E, you'll spell it right, otherwise you'll mess everything up. Really what matters is that it has a name, okay? So variable is size, and size equals 100. So first you have to say, I'm going to make a variable named size. Then you have to say size equals 100. It can change, but for now it's just 100. So now you make an ellipse. Remember from a prior lesson, x, y, wide, high, x, y, wide, high. So how wide? The x is 200, the y is 200, the wide is size, and the high is size. So what does size equal? How wide is this ellipse? Well, if we look back to the variable, size is 100. And how high is it? It's also 100 high. So we know it's going to be a circle that's 100 wide and 100 high because it's size, and size equals 100. Variable size equals 100. So this is what it might look like so now it's 110. Okay, variable size equals 100. This is going to end up creating some different concerns. So that's what it can do. Now, just like in, say, just like in Super Mario Brothers, right here, the last picture was actually better. Let's go backwards. So, in Super Mario Brothers, coins is 22. That is actually a variable because it's going to be changing. The score is a variable that changes. So is the world and even the time. That just will reduce by whatever. But I just wanted to show these are some examples of variables that exist in real games that are already out there. So back to variables. I'm going to go back to lesson overview and the video. Once you're done watching the video, I'm just going to click continue. All right, so the first part is you're going to run this, okay? We need to take a look at this variable. Variable x position equals 50. So x is 50. Run the program and see how it works. See how this says x position? You're going to change the number that is stored in the variable. What should we change it to? How about 350? So what's that going to do? What do you think that will mean? So if we go, x position is 350, x, y, wide, high, X position is over. So maybe that's going to be 350. Let's test it. Oh my gosh, it moved all the way over here. So if we change this to just X, and we just change this to X, reset, run, same thing. That makes sense? Okay. So regardless of what this is, if you call this the same thing, it's going to equal that whatever it equals. So we could just call it pi. Pi. Run. See, it's the same thing. Pi equals 350. So anywhere the word pi is, it's going to be 350. Change this to pi. Change this to pi. Reset, run. So the X is still in the same place. The Y is still in the same place. Okay, now we just have pi equals 350. So it's just a much bigger circle. All right. Make sense? If not, we can talk about it again. So once you get done with that, move on. Okay, on this one, you're going to be typing. So run it. Okay, X position. What's the Y? What is the Y? The Y, and that's where you guess where it's going to be. So I should have reset that. Remember, we can reset our version history. All right. I'm going to finish and move on. On this one, the goal is to fill up the entire page, the entire box with red, just by, can't use the word background, you can only use an ellipse, and you just got to make it the right size. So change the circle size, make that happen. It's already 450. Which direction is it going to go? Number 6. Okay, your goal here, make sure you read it. Change the number assigned to petal size so that the red petals touch one another. Right now they don't touch one another. So are you going to change all these? Look at all these petal sizes. This is one of the great things about variables, is that you see, I can just change, oh, I got to change all these. No, you just got to change one. Anytime the word petal size is there, you're going to be changing that. So what are you going to change it to so they all touch? It's awesome. Variables are amazing. And they'll change everything about a game you make. That's another thing. So here's the page. Review this. Make sure when you're going through this, you review it. Talks about variables again. Variable size equals 100. Look at the word size. What's this gonna equal? Okay, here's one that you're gonna run this. So this is the problem. Okay. Here's the deal. There's 4 bugs here, and you need to fix them. If you don't know how to do this, click on the details. Labels can't have spaces. Labels can't start with a number. Capitalization and spelling must be exactly the same. Okay, you're going to have to change this by hand. You can't just move the boxes around. You're going to have to change it. So make sure you compare those. All right, variable size of circle equals 150. Look at size of circle. Can't have spaces. You can't have spaces. Come on, Clark. Can't have spaces. All right. So I'm going to move on. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to give you all the answers. This is your assessment. Okay. So do this. Run the program. See how it works. The eyes change. Look at that. One eye changes. You need to make it so that both eyes change and the same, and they're the same, just like this image over here that's flashing. See, the eyes are always the same size. How are you going to make that happen? Look at the code. Look at the code. All right. So then finish that up. So remember, only click finish when you are done with that particular section, and make sure that as you go through these, you read everything. It's going to help. What's this? One page is going to take you 2 minutes maybe to read it. Again, this is variables. You want to make sure that you understand how to use variables, what they are. They are containers that store numbers that can change. It's just a placeholder, and it can save you a lot of work. So as you have questions, feel free to email me and use my office hours or Mr. Gatsos's office hours to take care of any questions you have. So for now, have a great day, and we'll see you another time. Bye-bye.